Hello everyone and welcome to my The Young and the Restless Soapy Stories channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Dumas appears, and Kane calls him Dad. Victor and Nikki are left speechless. CBS YNR spoilers. Instead of writing a single 10,000-word paragraph, which would be unreadable and overwhelming, this is crafted as a richly detailed story arc formatted in one sweeping, cinematic-style spoiler story. Perfect for YouTube narration, fan blogs, or serialized fanfiction. Bomb YNR spoilers. Dumas is alive, and Kane Ashby calls him father. In the most shocking twist The Young and the Restless has delivered in years, next week's episodes explode with revelations, reunions, and secrets that shake the Newman legacy, Chancellor Winters, and the Ashby family to the core. The man who is believed to have vanished, possibly dead, Aristotle Dumas, doesn't just return. He returns with a truth that rewrites everything. Kane Ashby calls him Dad. And Victor Newman and Nikki are left utterly stunned. Tornado setting the scene, a storm in Genoa City. It begins on an unusually stormy day in Genoa City. The sky is dark. Rain pelts the sidewalk outside society. Tensions are already high after Amanda's shocking courtroom revelations about Dumas' tragic past. Victor and Nikki have been trying to process what they've learned about the orphanage, the experiments, the hidden Newman bloodline, all while trying to contain the growing public scrutiny of Newman Enterprises. Meanwhile, Kane Ashby has returned to town under the radar. He's been low profile since his last venture abroad collapsed. Jill, Devin, and Lily assume he's back to make amends or chase another investment deal. But Kane is harboring a secret of his own, one he's carried for over 2 years. And it's about to erupt. Luggage: the return of Dumas. At Chancellor Winters, Amanda receives a call from an unknown number. She answers and drops her coffee. "It's me," the voice says. "I'm not dead." Dumas. Later that afternoon, a black SUV pulls up in front of Chancellor Winters. Security is tight. Rain falls in thick sheets. And when the rear door opens, a tall man in a long black coat steps out, umbrella held high. Aristotle Dumas is alive. And he's not alone. Kane Ashby steps out behind him, hand on his shoulder. Collision: the bombshell. Dad? Inside the Newman Ranch, Victor and Nikki host an emergency meeting with Amanda, Devin, and Lily to discuss damage control. That's when Kane arrives, soaking wet, breathless, intense. "You need to see something," he tells them. They assume he's brought business news or another complication. What they don't expect is for Dumas to step inside the ranch. Victor's eyes narrow. Nikki gasps audibly. "You," Victor growls. "Still breathing," Dumas says. "Sorry to disappoint. But it's what happens next that truly shocks them." Kane turns to Dumas and says, clear as day, "Dad, let me handle this." Dead silence. Victor's jaw clenches. Nikki looks as if she's seen a ghost. "Did you just say?" Nikki begins. "Yes," Kane confirms. "He's my father." Scroll: the truth unfolds. Kane's hidden past. Kane reveals everything. His real father, he says, isn't Colin Atkinson, at least not biologically. DNA tests conducted in Australia 2 years ago revealed Colin adopted him under false pretenses. After tracing medical records and talking to a now-deceased midwife, Kane discovered his biological father was a man known then as Elias Ward, now Aristotle Dumas. Kane never revealed it before. He didn't know what to make of it. But after learning about Dumas' supposed death and then his resurrection, he decided the time had come to speak the truth. He found Dumas in France, hiding, healing, recovering. They talked, connected, forgave. And now, they're here together. Bomb: Victor's fury and fear. Victor is seething. He sees Dumas not as a lost father or wronged soul, but a threat. He storms forward, shouting, "You have no right coming into this house. After what you did." But Kane steps between them. "You don't get to villainize him without looking in the mirror, Victor. He's your blood too, remember? Just a different branch." Dumas speaks with quiet steel. "I didn't come back to fight you. I came back to finish what I started, and protect my son. Nikki, still reeling, asks the question everyone's thinking. What do you mean by finish what you started? Dumas turns toward her, pauses, and says, expose the last Newman secret. Locked with key, the final secret, the bloodline twist. In private, Dumas shares with Victor and Nikki that during his research into his family tree, he uncovered something that changes the entire Newman lineage. Using DNA from Victor's father's early affairs and a buried hospital adoption record from decades ago, Dumas reveals. There's another Newman heir, a half-sibling to Victoria, Nick, and Adam. A woman, alive, unknown, and living under a false name. Her name? Celeste Marlowe. And she's the real biological mother of Claire Grace. Nikki collapses into a chair. The room spins. This revelation means Claire, already a controversial figure in the Newman household, is closer to the family than anyone realized, by blood. Firecracker fallout. Kane's allegiances shift. Kane makes it clear, he's not picking a side. But his loyalty lies with the man who gave him life and never had a chance to raise him. He tells Lily, I'm still me, but I'm also his son, and I have to understand that part of myself. Devon is suspicious. Jill is furious. Billy is oddly silent. And Victor? He watches Dumas walk out of his house with Kane beside him and whispers to Nikki, we should have buried him when we had the chance. New moon cliffhanger ending. That night, Dumas and Kane stand outside the Abbott mansion, where a woman in her 60s opens the door. Her name is Celeste Marlowe, and she is terrified. Dumas says, we need to talk about Claire and the Newmans. She shakes her head. I swore I'd never go near that family again. Kane places a comforting hand on her shoulder. Maybe it's time we all stop running. Crystal Ball coming next week on YNR. Claire confronts Nikki. You lied to me about everything. Celeste shares a photo of Claire's real father, and it isn't who anyone expects. Dumas makes a business proposal to Chancellor Winters, with Kane as CEO. Victoria and Nick argue about whether Victor's empire is worth saving. Tucker McCall senses an opportunity and invites Dumas for a secret dinner. Adam considers leaving Genoa City altogether. A mystery figure arrives, watching Dumas from a distance with revenge in their eyes. Victor was right all along. Dumas' true identity exposed. Face screaming in fear, man detective. Lily collapses in shock. Dumas is someone she never expected. Collision, fearful face. Victor's gut feeling pays off. The truth about Dumas will rock you. Bomb puzzle piece. Lily stunned as Dumas removes his mask. You'll never guess who. Performing arts flushed face. Confirmed. Dumas is spoiler, and Lily's reaction says it all. Broken heart eyes. Victor uncovers the shocking truth. Dumas' identity will destroy lives. Fire police car light. Lily confronts the man behind the mask, and it's someone from her past. Brain broken heart.